Hey guys, today we're factoring expressions, and I have this trinomial of 8x squared plus 36x minus 20, and I want to factor it into two binomials. All right, so I'm looking for my two binomials that I can factor this into. But right off the bat, I notice these are some pretty large numbers. So what I want to look for is a common constant that I can factor out. Is there a number that I can divide 8, 36, and 20 all by? There is. I can divide them all by 4. So before I factor into two binomials, I'm going to divide all of them by 4. And that'll give me 2x squared plus 9x minus 5. But since I factored out a 4, I'm going to put them in parentheses here and put a 4 on the outside. All right, now I need to try to factor this trinomial. So now I have 4, and then I'm going to have 2 sets of parentheses to factor it into two binomials, okay? So I need to find my factors of 2, and I need to find my factors of -5. All right, so I'm going to make my little chart here. So my factors of 2, my factors of -5, my parentheses, and I'm not going to find the entire FOIL, but what I'm looking for is the outer and inner terms. When I multiply the outer terms and add that to the result of multiplying the inner terms. So my factors of 2 will start off with 2 and 1. My factors of -5 are -5 and 1. So my parentheses will be 2x minus 5 times 1x plus 1. Now, what I mean by my outer and inner terms, if I multiply that term by that term, that gives me 2x. And I multiply this term by this term, that gives me minus 5x. So that means that that's going to be -3x. So my outer inner term is -3x. And that needs to match this plus 9x. And it doesn't. So back to the drawing board. So I'm going to continue with my 2 and my 1, but I'm going to switch from -5 and 1 to 5 and -1. So I'm going to make my parentheses as 2x plus 5 and 1x minus 1. Well, if I do my outer and inner, that's going to be -2x plus 5x. Well, -2x plus 5x, that's 3x. So that's going to be 3x. All right, let's keep our 2 and 1. But let's switch the order of the 5 and 1. So let's do 1 and -5. So my first parenthesis will be 2x minus 1, 2x plus 1 times 1x minus 5. We'll do outer and inner. So my outer terms will be -10x plus my inner terms, which is 1 times 1x, so it's plus 1x, and that equals -9x. Well, I'm looking for a positive 9x, So that means I'm getting close. So that means I'm going to do 2 and 1, and then I'll do -1 in +5. So I'll make my parentheses. So I'll do 2x minus 1 and 1x plus 5. So if I do my outer and inner terms, my outer terms will be 10x. My inner terms will be minus 1x. Well, that equals positive 9x. So this is the solution. So that means that 8x squared plus 36x minus 20 is equal to 4. Don't forget the 4 times 2x minus 1 times x plus 5.